In the sprawling, sun-drenched hills of Beverly Hills, the grand mansion of the Clampett family stood as a monument to fortune, though its inhabitants remained as delightfully rustic as the day they struck oil. Inside, the morning sun poured through the high windows, illuminating the polished floor, where Jethro Bodine stood, looking thoroughly confused as he gripped the arm of his cousin, Ellie Mae. "Chester, what are you doing?" Ellie Mae asked, her brow furrowed in genuine perplexity. "I am taking you home," Jethro replied with an air of unearned authority, steering her toward the kitchen. "What for?" Ellie Mae demanded, planting her feet firmly. "So you can cook for me and take care of me," Jethro stated as if it were the most natural arrangement in the world. Jethro shrugged, his oversized shoulders shifting. "Your mother always wanted a big wedding. But if you insist, Willie Lowe." Ellie Mae stared at him, bewildered. "I am awful sorry you got the wrong notion, Miss Jane. You see, I am not got marriage in mind. It is just cooking and such." "Oh, I see," Ellie Mae said, finally catching the drift of his nonsense. Elsewhere in the house, the atmosphere was thick with the absence of Granny. Granny had not returned from Petticoat Junction, and in her stead, Ellie Mae was attempting to master the culinary arts. It was, by all accounts, a pitiful endeavor. The pots rattled with a melancholy clatter, and the air lacked the scent of home-cooked comfort. "Well, how is your Uncle Jed managing?" Jethro asked, leaning against the doorframe. "I have not seen much of him since Ellie commands cooking." "If he has got his hiding places, I have got mine," Ellie Mae replied, expertly swatting at an insect near the counter. "Oh, I was just getting rid of a few of these ants here." "I do not say no," Jethro mumbled. "Done a good job, did I?" Ellie Mae asked with a proud smile. "Sure did," Jethro conceded. "And as a reward, I am going to give you a double helping of what I just cut." "Oh, Ellie, I do not think I am up to eating a full meal right now," Jethro said, his face paling. "Why do you not just heat me up by a can of that fine tomato soup that is in there in the cupboard?" "Oh, but I fixed you a special treat that I might have all by myself," Ellie Mae insisted, eyes sparkling with misguided enthusiasm. "I call it my surprise note." Jethro watched her with a mixture of fear and reluctant hunger.
"Oh, come on."
"Oh, Ellie, I just thought of something. Guess what is going to be awful hurt if I eat without him? I will go find a boy." "How?" Ellie Mae asked. "Jethro is not here. He took the truck and left." "When did he do that?" Jethro asked. "Well, I think it was right after I told him I was going to cook a surprise note," Ellie Mae admitted. "More than likely," Jethro sighed. Meanwhile, at the store in Hooterville, Sam Drucker was hunched over the telephone, his face a mask of concentration. "That is right, operator," he said into the receiver. "She is at the Shady Rest Hotel in Petticoat Junction. But the nearest phone is at Sam Drucker's store in Hooterville."
Uh-huh.
"Thank you.
Bye."
This is going to get a message to Granny to come to town and call." A moment later, the door creaked open, and Granny stepped in, looking as vigorous as ever. "Hi, Granny," Sam greeted. "Howdy, Mr. Drucker. Did you send for me?" she asked, breathless. Well, yeah, Granny." "How did you get here so fast?" he asked, genuinely amazed. "I run. It is only 6 miles, she declared. "Why did you not catch the train?" Sam asked. "I did. I caught it and I passed it," she said, not even breaking a sweat. Sarah?" "This is Sam," he said into the phone once more. "Sarah, Granny is here now, so you can get a hold of that Beverly Hills operator and have her call us back, huh?" "Thanks, Sarah. Well, Granny, how is Betty Jo, baby?" "Oh, just fine and dandy. Now," Granny replied, a look of profound satisfaction on her face. "Now? Was something wrong?" Sam pressed. "Something wrong. Mr. Drucker, what I had done for that baby is a miracle. A medical miracle," she declared with a flourish of her hand. "What was wrong?" "What did you do?" Sam asked, leaning in close. "Oh, sorry, I cannot tell you. That would be violating the confidence between the patient and the doctor. I wish I could tell you, but me being a physician, my lips are sealed." "You understand," she said, narrowing her eyes. "Oh, of course," Sam nodded respectfully. "But it was one doozy of a miracle. Now, if you was another doctor, I could tell you." "Have you ever been a doctor?" she asked. No, Sam replied. Ever been a patient? She probed. Oh, yes, Sam admitted.
Oh,
Well, then I will not be violating the confidence between the doctor and the patient. Mr. Drucker, in all my 60 years of doctoring, I have never been so shook up as I was the first time I peeked into that crib and saw Betty Jo baby. It looked for all the world like an Airedale puppy. Jake is alive, and I thought Chester was an ugly baby. You say it looked like an Airedale puppy, Sam gasped. And not even the pit of the litter. But I brought it back to normal with my miracle medicine. Say, Granny, as I remember, you left your spectacles in Andy partner Jitney, so it just could be. Do you think I need these? I have got eyes like a hawk. I only use them for professional reasons, because you do not trust a young-looking doctor. I bet that is your call from Beverly Hills. I will get it. Hello?
Granny?
Yeah, this is Granny. Who is talking? She asked. This is Sam Drucker, but
It is not me.
Sam Drucker is right here with me. Your other phone is ringing. Thanks, I will get it. Hello? 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 Oh, yeah, right here, Sarah, Granny said, juggling the lines. Granny, it is your call from Beverly Hills. Well, you take this phone and tell that smart aleck that it is against the law to play pranks on doctors and firemen, she commanded. I will do that. Hello? Hello, Granny? This here is Jethro. A voice crackled over the line. Speak up. Boy, we have got a bad connection. Oh, no you do not. Now, I have got strict orders from Sam not to let you loose in the store. Now, come here.
Come on.
Last time, you went through a whole sack of dog biscuits, remember? Hello? Hello, Ernie? Oh, thank you. That is a better connection. Hi, Sam. Granny? Well, if it is not a proud father, she cackled. Say, did those things come in that we ordered for the baby? Yeah, they are in the back. How is Betty Jo? Sam asked. Oh, she is fine. The baby had a bad night.
Oh,
Yeah, started howling about 3 this morning, kept it up till dawn.
good.
The little thing reverted. Must have been a full moon last night, Granny mused. Granny. Granny.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jethro. What do you want? She asked. You have got to come home and cook for us. We need you something desperate, Jethro pleaded. Not as desperate as they need me here. Cooks are a dime a dozen. But where can the parents of that poor blighted baby get another miracle working doctor? Kay, come on back here. Wait, little baby, wait. That little boomer might be homely, but it is the fastest crawler I have ever seen. Jethro, I think I have the solution to your food problem. This is an employment agency where you can hire maids, cooks, and all domestic help. Well, Miss Jane, I think you done saved my life. How can I thank you? Jethro asked. As the poet says, with hugs and kisses, debts are paid. When settling score, fix man and maid, Miss Jane replied cryptically.
Dog.
I will be sure and hire a pretty one, Jethro exclaimed. Back in the mansion, Uncle Jed was pacing. Where's Danny? He wondered. That is what you call real soul food, someone remarked. Uncle Jed. Uncle Jed, Jethro shouted, bursting into the room. Out here in the kitchen, Jethro. Uncle Jed called back. Uncle Jed, have I got a surprise? I do not think I can stay in another one today, Uncle Jed grumbled. Wait till you see her. Her? Miss Jane sent me to an employment agency, so I hired us an imported cook, direct from Italy, Jethro announced proudly. Well, fetch her in, boy, Uncle Jed said, intrigued. She does not speak much English, but I done learned Italian, Jethro claimed. Just today, Uncle Jed asked, skeptical. Well, yeah, you have got to remember, this is the brain of a 6th grader.
Now watch.
I am going to call her in genuine Italian.
A bambina.
A bringing yourself to the kitch, Jethro yelled. Oh, that is Italian for kitchen. Good girl. Pick up them 4 languages just like that. Ain't she something? Jethro boasted. Mighty pretty girl. And she can cook, huh? Uncle Jed asked. Victuals is all she thinks about. Watch this.
Howdy. Ciao. See?
She must have mentioned ciao at least a dozen times today already. Senior Maria, this here is my Uncle Jed, Jethro introduced. Howdy, Uncle Jed said. Ciao, the girl replied.
See?
There she goes again, Jethro noted.
Può essere un piacere lavorare per voi come cuciniera, ed aspetta che ti piaccia.
What did you say? Uncle Jed asked. Oh, I am not too sure, Uncle Jed. I do not understand Italian as good as I talk it, Jethro admitted. Well, we are mighty pleased to have you here, miss.
Grazie. Ci è bellissimo, she said.
Mighty pretty name, Uncle Jed mused. Oh, that is not her name. That is probably something she is going to cook for us, Jethro theorized. Oh, Ellie, come on over and meet this young lady. Senior Maria, this here is my cousin Ellie, Uncle Jed said.
Howdy, Ellie said.
Ciao, the girl responded. She does have littles on her mind. She's going to cook us up a storm, Jethro said. What is wrong with my cooking? Ellie asked, hurt. Shall I tell her? Jethro asked. You better let me. Ellie, your cooking is in a class by itself. Nobody can touch it. That is the truth. But you see, this young lady is new in our country, and she needs all the experience she can get. Uncle Jed smoothed over the situation. Oh, well, fine. I will learn here how to make my surprise loaf. I believe I had a whole loaf on that first, Ellie agreed. Why do not you take the young lady up to your room and make her comfortable? Uncle Jed suggested. Oh, yes, sir, Pop.
Come on, Senior Maria. We will see you later for chow, Ellie said.
Oh, chow, the girl waved. What did you do that for? Uncle Jed asked. Oh, that means something in Italian. I do not know what, but they all do it, Jethro replied.
I see.
I will tote her suitcases up to the room. Wonder what I just said, Uncle Jed muttered. Later, in another part of the house, Steve and Betty Jo were busy with a new arrival. Hi, honey. Hi, darling. Got the new nursing bottles. How is the baby? Steve asked. Sleeping, thank goodness. Oh, hello, boy. Honey, I would not hold him. I think he has got fleas again, Betty Jo said. Really? Steve asked. Yeah. Well, there is still some of that insect repellent that Granny brewed up, Betty Jo noted. Oh, yeah, what she calls her miracle medicine. Come on, boy, let's give Granny Cure another try, Steve said. Need some help? Granny asked, entering the room.
No, no, no.
You sit right here. You had a rough night, Steve said.
Hello, little mama.
Hello, Granny. I heard that you had a bad night last night, Granny said. Yes, we did. I think it was colic, Betty Jo said. Did you say colic or collie? Granny asked.
Colic. Oh.
Did your husband get home with the little fellow yet? Granny asked.
Yes.
Were not you with him on the train? Granny inquired.
No.
I cut through the woods to look for some roots and some yarbs. I've got to brew up another batch of my miracle medicine, Granny explained. Oh, there is still some left. Steve just went in to use it on the little flea trap, Betty Jo mentioned. Oh, honey, do not call that precious little darling a flea trap, Granny scolded. Oh, I call him all kinds of things, but I love the little mutt, Betty Jo laughed. Well, there is one thing about you young ones of today. You have got the courage to face the truth. In my day, we would have kept him upstairs in a room with the shades drawn, Granny remarked. I would not do that. I think he is cute, Betty Jo said. There is nothing mightier than the power of mother love. Betty Jo, sit down, honey.
I want to talk to you about your family plan.
Have you and your husband thought about having any more young ones? Granny asked. Oh, yes. We want to have a large family, Betty Jo confirmed. In spite of what happened last night, Granny asked. Oh, sure. You cannot expect a baby to be perfect, Betty Jo said. Yeah, but they do not have to miss by that much. The way Steve and I feel, we want to have a dozen more just like the first one, Betty Jo declared. Honey, courage is one thing, but foolishness is another, Granny warned. Well, I guess a dozen was an exaggeration, Betty Jo relented. Good girl. But at least 4 or 5, Granny pressed. Now you are heading in the right direction. Look who is ready for a stroll. Did my miracle medicine work? Granny asked. Oh, it sure did, Granny, Betty Jo beamed. I have done it again. You have done it again, Granny chuckled.
Granny?
Granny? There is a telegram just came for you, Jethro shouted. How did you get here, sir? Granny asked. Pumped out on a hand car. Come on, Sam. We are pumping back in, Jethro said. What is the matter? Granny asked.
My family is starving. Take Keely to baby.
If it barks, give it a boo. I will be back. I will be back come the next full moon, Jethro recited. Do you understand what she was talking about? Sam asked. Not a word. But you have to admit there has not been a dull moment since she came to visit, Jethro said.
Yeah.
Someday we ought to visit her planet, Sam agreed. See you later, girls. You can put that silly-looking hat back on your head. You are fired, Mr. Drysdale shouted as he entered the office, his face beet red. What for? The employee asked, stunned. For leaving your desk during your lunch break. But, Chief. Where were you? The chief demanded. Having lunch. That is no excuse. Fine thing. You gorge yourself while my largest depositor starves. Jed Clobber, the chief roared. If that magnificent multimillionaire loses so much as 1 ounce, you will spend 30 days in the vault counting nickels, he threatened. But, Chief, with the lights out, I had to handle this emergency all along. What emergency? The employee asked. Granny called here. She said you had to get home from Hooterville right away. Now, do you know where Hooterville is? The chief asked.
No.
Neither does anyone else. Oh, I had to move heaven and earth to arrange transportation for that little woman. Traveling by handcar, horseback, motorcycle, and a crop-dusting plane out of the Napa-Sonoma Valley, the chief fumed. Beverly Hills, Lindy. Handcar, cow pony, motorcycle, plane.
Oh, boy.
Do you have any idea what these travel arrangements are going to cost? The chief yelled.
No.
Well, you will because it is going to come out of your salary. You fired me, the employee reminded him. You are hired again. I cannot afford a tab like this, the chief sputtered. Chief, you brought this all on yourself by panicking. There is no emergency at the Clampetts, the employee stated. What are you babbling about? The chief asked. Granny said they were starving. A false alarm. I sent Jethro to an employment agency. He hired a cook, and she is there now. You mean to say that Granny is going to come home and find another woman in her kitchen? The chief realized. Well, you're fired again. And I am going right over there and fire her. If I am fired, how can I pay for the... It will come out of your unemployment check, the chief retorted. Back at the Clampett residence, the family was enjoying a hearty meal. I declare, them is just about the best middles I ever tasted, Uncle Jed praised. Me too, Pa. I will compliment the cook in her native language. Hey, Bambina. This is tough as to what you call a delish, Jethro said, struggling. That is Italian for good, he added.
Excusez.
Next, dolce. Tortone, he continued. What is she saying? Uncle Jed asked. Oh, something about a friend of hers, named Tony. If you could cook like that girl, you would have to beat the boys off of the club, Uncle Jed noted.
Not now, Pa.
I am going to ask her to learn me how to make that vegetable soup. That stringy stuff with the red gravy was right tasty, Jethro said. Boy, are you two a couple of roots. That their soup is what you call minestrone. And the stringy stuff is what us Italians call spaghetti, Ellie corrected them. You Italian now? Uncle Jed asked. I told her I was. See? I aim to marry her. In Italians it is kind of clank, Jethro explained. Listen, young lady, you pack your things and you get over to my house. The voice of the chief boomed as he burst in.
Espera, lei non capisco.
Italiana, the cook asked.
Sì.
Oh, Benny, signorina.
Benvenuto. Mi piace mangiare italiano.
Ah, chicken cacciatore.
Ah, ciò è bellissimo. Grazie, grazie. Lei è molto amabile. Piacere. Ah, spaghetti alla marinara. Molto bene.
La commande per mangiare, the chief recited, suddenly fluent. Grazie, the girl beamed. That is red gravy on it? That is not red gravy. That is what you call marinara sauce, Jethro pointed out. Jack, I marry up with that Italian doll. You want to come live with us? Jethro asked. Where you aim to live? Uncle Jed asked. Right here.
Come on.
Honey, what is all this? Granny asked, entering the room, her parachute still strapped to her back. My parachute. Just tote me to the kitchen and prop me up to the stove, and I will save you. You hungry, starved wretches, Granny shouted. We are not hungry. We have been living high on the spaghetti, the family replied in unison. Well, what did you send me that telegram for? Saying you were starving? Granny demanded. I did not send you no telegram. I sent it, Granny. Signed Uncle Jed name to it, so you would pay attention, Jethro admitted. Why, you miserable walking gizzard. I am going to beat that 6th grade brain of yours clean down to the kindergarten, Granny threatened, chasing him around the kitchen.
Signora, signorina.
Now he is coming for Tony, Jethro yelled. Oh, fine. Have Tony sit right there in Jethro place. Yeah, he will not be coming back for a while. All he does, he is going to eat standing up, Granny declared, finally at peace. Now it is time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You are all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Satisfied? Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, here? This has been a Filmways presentation. The lights dimmed, the laughter echoing in the halls of the grand estate, leaving the Clampetts to their simple, chaotic, and heartwarming life in the heart of the hills. The fire in the hearth crackled with a friendly warmth, signaling the end of another day where, despite the misunderstandings and the culinary experiments, the family bond remained stronger than any challenge they faced. As the moonlight filtered through the trees, silence settled over the Beverly Hills mansion, wrapping the occupants in a peaceful slumber, ready for whatever adventure tomorrow might bring to their doorstep. It was a life of quiet grace, punctuated by the loud, exuberant joy that only the Clampetts could provide, ensuring that their legacy of kindness and genuine curiosity would endure in the bustling city they now called home. Every corner of the house held a memory of a day well spent, a lesson learned, and a meal shared in the company of those who mattered most. In the end, it was not the fortune, nor the mansion, nor the grand life in California that defined them, but the simple, unshakable love that tied them together, a thread of gold in a world of silver. The stars above shimmered, watching over the little family as they dreamt of Hooterville, of the familiar fields, and of the simple pleasures that had always been their sanctuary. It was a reminder that no matter how far one travels, the heart always finds its way back to what is true, what is kind, and what is home.